Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Beyond the Truck Podcast. Jerry Curl bringing you today, bringing you the message. Hopefully the message you get every day is something that drives you forward in life, not just down the road, but life. I say it every day, life shows up. We need to show up as well. I want to show up for you, and thank you for all of you that have believed in us. Thank you that everybody's joined Accelerate. Thank you that everybody's sharing our podcast. Please continue to help us share our YouTube channel. I really, really can't say thank you enough to everyone that's poured into this and helping it grow. It's great. It's great to see. Stressful at times for me. I got to be honest with you. Probably picked that up for me. I try to stay on top of it, but I'm coming for you. I come for you, and I just can't show and say the appreciation enough for all of you. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Thanks for showing up. And if you're new to listening here, please go back and listen to some of the previous episodes. Hope you like them. It sure seems like the ones that when we dive into the personal health seem to just skyrocket. And, whatever message hits you the most, I want to say, let me know. We can dive into them. You know how to connect with me. Thrive at beyondthetruck.com. Many of you got my direct line. You can direct message me, Instagram, Facebook. I'll put the link tree in our notes. But yes, I want to say thank you. I want to remind you that Rantoul, Illinois, I think it's the last weekend in July. We'll be down there. I think we get the opportunity to speak before Tony Justice. We're going to have a booth set up there. It's just great. It's really rolling into something that I never dreamed. And you helped make that dream come possible. And I hope that, I should say I hope, I see and envision this dream coming true. And that's because of you. I used to say, see it to believe it. But, we've had that backwards for quite some time. You have to believe it to see it. So I say to every one of you, believe in you. Believe what you want to achieve. Believe to achieve. You believe in your greatness. Believe in your great health. Believe in the great things you want to do. You believed one day you would be a professional driver, drive a truck, and here you are. You're taking care of the country. And, we wake up every day, and I know you don't get the gratitude that you deserve, but we wake up every day and have the things we have because of you. And I want to start out today by saying thank you. Thank you for believing in me and our team. And thank you for all of you that joined Beyond the Truck community, that have invited us into your organizations and make that difference, because we come into these organizations to create culture of greatness and, that community, family. And when we leave there, it is really, really remarkable, the people we get to meet, find out where they're at, who they are and where they are. And that's what drives me into today. This topic is who we are and where we are. Where are you? Who are you and where are you? Who are you is the most important thing we have in life. People ultimately really, I don't like saying I don't care. I don't like that comment, but ultimately the most important thing to people is who you are, and to the world, who are you? Our titles and our accolades mean great things to us. But I'm going to remind you, as I often say, when you get to my age of 62, bumping 63, it's people and time that mean the most in life. We spend our life trying to earn money, possessions, take care of the family, find that, we don't have a schedule at home, so it's not that important to be at home. We need to be at work doing things and earning. And you get later in life and you realize it's people, family, and time that are the most important. And you look back and you say, wow, it's the days I had at home that really there was no plans that were the most meaningful that I missed. So I tell you that because as we go into today, tomorrow, this weekend, holiday weekends, whenever that is, the simplest moments will be your biggest memories. They're unplanned. They're with family. Things just happen. You take them as they come. But who are you on the inside is really what they're there for. The papa, the dad, the husband, the father, the grandpa. And who are you on the inside really starts in your heart. If you really want to know what a person is, listen to what they have to say. The words you speak oftenly are the words that are in your heart. When we tell you to wear that armor or breastplate, that breastplate armor, that protects your heart. I'm sure back in the medieval days, it was so you stayed alive to protect yourself from the sword. But ours is to protect ourselves against the sword, against the damage of the words, the negative inputs we get. And that's why I bring you this message, to create positivity, to create self-worth. And sometimes that's hard for some of us to hear. It is for me. Who you are is the most important thing you have in life. What you do comes secondary or third. Who you are is ultimately what we want to know. Who are you really? I want you to really audit yourself today. Who are you? What are the words you speak? What are your actions? Who are you? You're a human being. You're superhuman. You're somebody that God made in his likeness. There's nobody else like you. There's no one's DNA matches yours identically. So when people say, "I know how you feel," they can relate to it, but there's no way they know exactly how you feel. Only you do. You know what's on the inside of you. You know what's working. You know what's not working. You know what you're doing that you need to change, and you know what you're doing that is keeping you winning. And we also know when we stop doing them things that we need to be doing. We know the ones that we're supposed to reach out to. We know we know where we're supposed to be, but reluctantly we fight that and we don't do some of them things where we need to be. We know the decisions we need to make on the road. And ultimately, them decisions we make on the road seem to become easier than the decisions we make to become the better who we are. We will work diligently at achieving great things for miles, for loads, for dollars, for customers, for our own professional image. What about the who you are image? For your health, your family, your mental, your physical, your emotional, and your social health. Yeah, social health. We often get locked up in the truck and I hear from a lot, I don't know how to talk about that. Yeah, you do. You just start talking. I didn't know how to do a podcast. I didn't know how to do any of this. Talk about failure. I could do a whole podcast on failure, and I probably should do it. We started this out as TCSA as a safety business. TCSA, you know what? It was the wrong avenue I wanted to go down. And we did very good at it, so we changed it. And, then we called it Strength of the Message Podcast. We started doing that. And left at TCSA, and, then we've hired and become friends and joined a family with a mentor and a business coach there. And Nate Green, he writes the book Suck Less, and we met him through a professional group. I often tell you, if you want to increase your life, increase your circle, increase your surroundings. If you're the smartest guy in the room or in the group, you're in the wrong group. So I level up. Yeah, I pay for it. But guess what? It levels me up. And, get rid of that TCSA, whatever that suck word stands for. Do what it is. Be on the truck. You love trucking. Get in the trucking. Redo that podcast. There I go change again because I didn't do it right. I didn't know. Was it failure? No. You know what I learned all along the way at every one of my shortcomings, every one of them things that I did wrong? I learned how to elevate to the next level. And here I am now, the guy that said I'd never do Instagram, never do Facebook. And they said, Jerry, if you hate negativity so bad, why aren't you putting a positive message out there that need to listen to you? Well, you're right. Now here I am. I don't compare myself to people that have the 50,000 followers. Do I look at it and wonder why? Oh, hell yeah, I do. Do I want it just to be inside my work family or my family? Hell no. I want it to be industry worldwide. Probably just like everybody else wants to be the rock star, the movie star, or whatever, professional player. I don't know. But what makes me happy is when I find the guy, the lady, the mom, the dad, the grandma, the grandpa, they really find who they are. The one that gets unlocked and they are really in tune with themselves. And they say, "Thank you, Jerry." No, 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 no. It's you. We all just need that person to believe in us. And I'm here for that, to bring you the message, to refocus, to recenter you. Like you do in the truck. I ask you to recenter yourself in the center lane to keep the truck centered going down the road. I ask you to do the same thing in life. And I want you to continue to do that. And I also want you to know one thing. Nobody loves you more than we do. So continue to work on who you are. Who you are in life is a sum of your character, your habits, your identity. Everything you do, it's what's in your heart. What's really in your heart. If that heart is hardened, it can be softened again. You need to find the ways. But who you are is what takes you in life, where you need to go. It determines where you are. You will rise to your level of who you are, your authenticity, to get where you are. Where are you? Where are you in life? Are you where you want to be? If you're where you want to be, great. But guess what? That's the tough part, because we fall to that seduction of success where now we can quit doing the things that we did to get us here. We start rewarding ourselves with failure, the old bad habits, like the old version that lives inside of us. I tell you, the old version of us, of Jerry, is always inside of me. I have to fight it off. I got in the habit of eating before bed. I got in the habit of eating some of this damn ice cream at night. I know if I continue to do that, I will weigh 355 pounds again. I will not weigh 168. I will weigh 355. Yes. Where am I? Stuck or moving? Accelerating, like in our group? Declining? Living? Dying? Where are we? Where are you? Who are you and where are you? Where are you right now? Look at yourself in the mirror. Where are you? Are you where you want to be? And if not, why not? The only thing standing in that way is the reflection in that mirror. You. You've listened to this podcast long enough. You know what you got to be doing. You're fighting yourself. You're letting the old version, the old ways, the old words, the old version live inside of you, alive, bigger and greater than what your potential is. It's called complacency. Comfort zone, where your dreams and body and life go die. That's where complacency, your comfort zone, that is where your life goes to die. You're either living, you're dying, growing, dying, moving forward, declining. Where are you? I'm talking to you. You know where you're at. Where are you going? And where you're going, you have to identify where you're at now. Every GPS coordinates you put in, what is it? Where do you want to go? Okay, where are you starting from? Where are you? It can't tell you how to get there if it doesn't know where you're at. The first thing we need to figure out is where we're at. Then let's figure out where we're going and put in them coordinates and start building that roadmap to get there, just like you do in every trip. And that's what I want you to do today. I want you to get out of that comfort zone, because where you are at right now determines where you're going in your future. You got to either go up, you got to sustain where you're at, and you got to pour into it. Just because you're at where you need to be today doesn't mean you're going to be there tomorrow. You better do the things today to start planning for tomorrow. If you're where you're at today, congratulations. But guess what? It just got harder to stay there for tomorrow. And if you're not where you need to be today, continue to do the little things. And over time, consistency will always win. I don't care. It's the drip effect. That drip keeps falling on that rock. It does not know not to stop. That drip will keep falling, hitting that rock, and sooner or later, it'll erode that rock away and put a groove in it or wear a hole in that rock. The drip, the consistency will never stop. It doesn't know the difference. It will always win. The drip will fill the glass, fill the bucket, fill the ocean, whatever. But often, Also, that drip can drain you. If you don't keep pouring in, you'll go empty. And that's what these messages are for, to keep you full, to keep that drip going in, the drip of where you're at, where you want to go. Just one step, 1 mile, one decision, one everything, one day. That one day is broke down by 1 second. There's just 86,400 seconds of them in that one day. That one day makes up 1 week. That 1 week makes up 1 month. That 1 month makes up 1 year. That 1 year makes up 1 decade. That 1 decade makes up 1 lifetime. See how that adds up? And you look back someday and say, God, my life went fast. Wow. Reality check. Can't redo it. So where are you today? I want that to resonate with each and every one of you listening today. Who are you is the most important thing. Your habits, your habitual behaviors, your identity, your thoughts, your actions, your words, your emotions. Who are you? Who are you? What are the words in your heart? What are your feelings in your heart? The true feelings. And where are you at? Are you where you want to be? Congratulations. But guess what? The work just got tougher. Are you on your path to getting where you want to be? Congratulations. Keep going. That road is tough too. It's one decision after another. Just the little deposits day after day after day after day to keep getting to where you're going. The consistency of the drip. Are you stuck? Congratulations there also. You identified where you're at and you need to start moving because you just realized you're stuck. But the great thing is the power's inside you to get moving. God gave you that gift, that strength. You connect with us. You're here, you're listening. That's your first step. Let's get moving. That's how we roll here at Beyond the Truck. That's how we move beyond the truck. It's not about how we live behind that windshield, behind that steering wheel. It's how we live beyond the truck. We get out. We build, create momentum, body movement, expand our minds, expand our knowledge, our love and appreciation for ourselves, the industry, and one another. That's why we do what we're doing. So I want you to take some time today to evaluate who are you and where are you. And if you're interested, remind you, we have Accelerate for any of you that want to excel at life. Maybe the better father, the better husband, the better coach, the better driver, just the better who are you. For the ones that are in there, congratulations. I love to see your movement. We love and appreciate every single one of you. Check out the show notes. I'll put the links in there. And remember, who are you and where are you today? I'm looking for you. Provide some feedback, share our channels, join us on YouTube. I still need to join that, grow that a little bit, a lot of it. And be safe, be great. Talk to you soon. Love and appreciate you.